Hey everyone, it's Adam, your friend in rideshare. So I think this is the last straw for me with Uber. I did my taxes this year and I found out that Uber basically claimed that they paid me for all of the trust and safety fees, which I was actually never paid. On the help section here under the tax questions area, there's a lot of stuff and I can see why. I mean, the amounts don't match what I was paid. Um, what's deductible, how does the safe rides fee work. This is really where I'm having a beef with Uber right now, and I didn't even get a good response from my email. They basically sent me a copy paste of this paragraph right here when I emailed them to say, why are you claiming that you paid me the safe rides fee when I was never paid that money? And I'll show you on another screen here to prove this. So looking on my payment statement here, I'm just alleging what they're doing is wrong because it's obvious that they're charging the customers a trust and safety fee, which it would be nice if that actually made it would be nice if it actually made things safer, but there's still, there was the Uber murderer in Michigan not too long ago. There was a few Uber rapes and assaults. It says rider fee. This does not affect driver payout. Okay, really? Because they're saying I got paid this $19.85 for all the trust and safety fees. They deduct this to help make things safer, quote unquote safer, and then they take their 20% commission. For some new drivers it's 25%. But here's where it gets really fishy. They say it does not affect driver payout. Now look, we're going to go into my tax documents and I will show you where it does affect my payout. Oh, and by the way, this little promo with TurboTax, that was BS. I went over there and it was not the discount that was advertised. I ended up paying almost full price to do my taxes with TurboTax, so that didn't work. Here's my tax summary. If you take a look at this, you can see the breakdown, and this is where I have a beef with Uber. I'm okay with the gross fares. I'm okay with them saying I made $12,000, just over $12,000. What I'm not okay with is that Uber keeps the split fare fees when a customer shares the cost of a ride with another customer, and Uber keeps the safe ride fees. But do the math. You add that up, they're saying they paid me this money on the 1099K form. So that is not cool because now I have to go to the IRS and say, hey, I didn't really get paid this money, and you have to, I guess you have to find a way to deduct that. I'm not a tax expert, but I don't know if there's a legal loophole which allows them to do this or something in the terms and conditions with the drivers that lets Uber keep this money, but I'm personally dissenting and I'm not going to agree to this anymore because I won't be driving for Uber. I'll just drive for Lyft instead. Lyft doesn't do this kind of nonsense to me, and I'll prove that to you right now. But before I show you my Lyft tax summary, I just want to reiterate, this is a direct contradiction. They said on the previous screen I showed you that it does not affect driver payout. Well, this is driver payout right here. And then they're saying I'm going to get taxed on this income, or I'm going to have to deduct this from my taxes to say I never really did get this income, or it was return of profit for some reason, or like a refund, which the Schedule C on the IRS form allows you to do that. I don't care. I still think this is shady as F that they are doing this. A lot of drivers are going to be confused by this. Some may not be smart enough to deduct this amount, but if you are about to do your taxes, make sure you do not pay taxes on this part. You need to deduct that because that was income returned by you, the driver, to the parent company. You did not get paid on this, okay? Now this is interesting. I actually made a lot more money driving for Lyft, and I did try to give Uber and Lyft about 50-50 of my time. So I made more in my gross earnings minus the commission. I still made over $13,000 with Lyft on the ride earnings, and then on the non-ride earnings I made over $4,000. So I actually did a lot better with Lyft, and Lyft isn't giving me this fluff of, oh, we're going to charge you, or we're going to say that we paid you on the trust and safety fees. So Lyft doesn't do that nonsense, whereas Uber does. Again, I'm just expressing my dissent on this one issue. I do like Uber, and I'm thankful that they gave me a job and helped me get off of unemployment and find some meaningful work. I got to meet a lot of great people as customers driving around, but I just think they need to redo the way they're doing the safe rides fee, counting it as income. It's a way that Uber can now avoid paying taxes on it when they're really the ones that made out on this money. So I think Uber's going to need an audit for what they're doing to all their drivers on this matter, and you can even look up a little bit of more information on Uber and how they deal with their taxes. They send their money, apparently someone claimed, If you look on this link here on fortune.com, that's Fortune magazine, they explain Uber's elaborate tax scheme so they can keep a majority of their income. And I don't blame a corporation or a person for trying to keep as much money as they earn. It's just kind of interesting how this guy who did this article shows how they send the money to like an office in Denmark, and then they send it to someplace in Bermuda, and then Bermuda doesn't charge a corporate income tax, so they're able to keep a ton of their money. So I don't really have a problem with them trying to keep a ton of their money, but what I do have a problem with, Mr. Travis, and this is the last time I'll say it here, is I do have a problem with this safe rides fee being counted to me as income when it was clearly getting taken out of my paycheck. Thank you and have a nice day.